Hello there. So we just want to show a video now. I wanted to show a video how you can make your own sweepstake, a football sweepstake, any sporting sweepstake. So as you may want to know, a sweepstake is where you would get together, team up together in your company or any organization where a major football tournament, as in this case, the World Cup, you'll have a group of countries and you want to allocate each country to a person in your family or in your work environment and and to follow the team during the duration of the tournament. If you look online, there's many online sweepstake kind of tools and things you can pay for to have your own sweepstake um, already made for you. But I wanted to make it a little bit interesting where you can use Python to do the same thing. So the last World Cup there was 32 teams, so I'm not going to use 32 teams. I'm going to use 5 teams, but you can obviously increase that as you go along to whatever you want to do. So this is something I wrote, and I did this at my company a few years ago. It's 32 teams. Yeah, I think it was 32 teams, 32 people. Um, and that was what we did. So I'm going to show you a micro version of that app and how I did it. And you can obviously tailor it for any of your needs. So the first thing we do, so this is our Linux environment on Python Anywhere. First of all, I'm going to just make a folder, called it sweepstake. And I'm going to go into that folder. And then here I'm going to create the actual Python code sweepstake. Well, we'll just imagine it's football. The World Cup finished end of last year, so it's probably the wrong time to do this, but never mind. It's something we can use as we go forward. So the first thing we want to do is use the module random, which is an inbuilt module from Python, so we don't need to download or install anything. So we're going to import random. That's going to do the allocation for us. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do 2 lists. So the first lists are going to be the names of the people in our family or in our work environment. So just to make it easy, I'm just going to make random names. I'll do them in low caps. Obviously, you can tailor it as you wish. Boris, let's use some famous players. That's a famous tennis player back in the 80s. Who else can we have? We can have Bill Clinton. These are just names I'm just picking up at random. Gary Jones. And for the final one, we can just have Mary Taylor. Okay, so that's our first list. First list of family and friends or work colleagues. The next, it's going to be our teams, the teams which will be participating in the competition. So again, I'm going to just pick 5 teams. Obviously, in a World Cup or any major tournament, you could add as many teams as you like. So I'll just put the most common big ones, which are always being talked about. Don't want to spend too much time on all the types of teams we can have. So we've got how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got five names, 5 teams. So 2 sets of lists we've got. So that's brilliant. Now we want to make a dictionary because obviously a dictionary will be a key value. So you'll have name, Adam, country, France. So country will be the key, France will be the value. So here we're going to make people teams. That's a new variable for our dictionary, and it will allocate each person to each team that way. Next, we're going to do the brains of it now of the code, which will be the for loop. So we're saying here, every time we iterate over the first list of names, allocate it. So for X in names, we want to do team name equals teams, and then we're going to use the randit module to randomize, pick a number from 0 extending to the amount of teams left in the list. So each time it picks a team, it's going to remove it from the list, and it's going to go smaller and smaller. So we're saying to pick a name from the team, and each time -1, remove it, take it out of the list. Then we want to do people teams. So we go back to our dictionary, which we called earlier, and we're going to give it a team name. And then the last option for that will be to remove one of the team names. Okay, so let's just have a look. Team names, we're going to remove that. Right. Okay, so that's brilliant. Then what we should be left with, we can make a new variable which will be the team, people team. So D equals the people's teams, what is left over. Then we can do, just for presentation purposes, just to make it a little bit pretty, team allocation to employee. You can say what you like there. I mean, it's just to make it a little bit clear, that's all. Okay, that makes it a little bit better. And then lastly, we're going to run another for loop, and we're going to use our dictionary. So we can use for key value in the dictionary, in D dot items. So the item in D will be a key value, name value, key value. So when you list it, can you print it out in this format? We want the key, we want a colon in the middle, and then we want the value after that. So we can have the person and the team. So there's a little code there. Let's now check if that runs perfectly. Moment of truth. Okay, so I've got it there. So let's do Python 3, and let's run this code. And there you are. Here we have. So we got John Johnson, who got Brazil, Boris Becker got Italy, Gary Jones got Argentina, Bill Clinton got France, and Mary Taylor got England. So there we are. We've got a sweepstake which we've written ourselves in Python. We never needed to go out to the internet and buy anything or do anything special out there. And it's configurable, so you can change it as has your needs and wishes, and use it in any tournament or sporting event which is coming up, which affects you and your family. So I hope you enjoy that, and stay tuned. Please subscribe. Please hit the like button if you want to see more of these type of videos. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.